and that's volatile. You can punish him.
Wrong game. Wrong game, Kakuka. Wrong studio. I don't know how you got here.
Wait, there's a Skarner. Is that a Skarner?
Zara? What? Who? What? This is a great audience. The audience is more stacked. We got bears on stage. We got stars in the audience. What is happening here? Okay.
We're in for a treat. We're in for a banger. XL fans also in the crowd there. You can see the Vitality fans there as well. They'll be playing later on today. I think we're just about ready to get into this game.
Yep.
But it's such an important game for XL. A win here is a lock for Astralis too.
Yeah. Big stakes. Of course, tiebreaker chances right now for XL as it stands 59.4%. If they win, it goes up to 82.8. Those are big numbers. But essentially, they're
red buff though. But he's done blue Raptors red, so he's not actually level 3 yet. Mid dive. Oh no, he's just gonna flash W, isn't he? Here it comes.
Lining up, ready to flash the wall. Flash and immediate stun. The instant follow-up. Oh, there's just nowhere for him to go. He hand reforms in to try to trade back 1-for-1. A clean first blood from Astralis.
Mid lane is everything, and they're already off to a great start here. Leaders got that first blood, 600 gold lead, couple creeps lost. Abbedagge still has his flash, but does that really matter? That's a first blood Irelia.
How confident is he feeling? Does he just go back for the cheeky sheen? Nope,
Vamp Scepter.
respectable.
Yeah, make sure the lane's a bit easier, but that's just a reaction time game, you know. Abbedagge is under tower. If he flashes that flash stun by 113, he's absolutely fine. There's no issue, but they've got enough chain CC on the layer up from level 3 Irelia. And now Xerxes got spot on
3 emo bingo. So he gets ignited. Thumbs up is coming out this week. Xerxes on the way down, 113.
Jace can
overconfident.
Here,
Patrick can just walk up. To finish, shock blast! Ooh, that's massive, and now they're going to try to get the snare instantly. Abbedagge goes in, Astralis baited in by their own jungler. 113, 011.
Little bit of revenge there from Abbedagge. Everyone's coming mid, I can't lane, so I'm just going to gank bot instead. It's the Caps Classic. He's still down in gold, but that's 2 big kills that frees up the bot lane of XL. They can get the push out here. They've got both flashes out of Kobe and Jong-hoon now, so that makes the lane a lot easier, especially when you get towards that level 6. And they'll take a base. What is 113 is just so greedy here. What is he doing? He doesn't have E. Walks up, gets hit by everything. Ignited obviously gives vision when he doesn't get that E up anyway. And then he has no flash either, so he just gets slowly chased down. Xerxes and Abbedagge on the way. Even if he
Confidence, but not quite the execution. 113 though wants to keep it going. Rocket's going in. He's now trying to leave him to safety. That's the double with the stolen Heimer tower. Patrick, one shot. Not gonna find it.
Ooh, that Heimerdinger tower, the final shot gets Xerxes. Maximum range, pulls it off because he lands the E. It locks on. So leader getting really cocky. Abbedagge knows Cobb is there. Ooh, misses the shock blast. Ooh, misses the ult. Oh god.
Oh,
okay, we're gonna flash. Oh, Arrow's gonna go wide.
Also
Q's gonna hit, but Abbedagge no flash.
Off.
Knocks him back. Okay, Cobb is gonna.
Oh,
cool.
Just 2 dudes working out their aggression on each other in the bottom lane.
Just venting their frustrations.
Just venting their frustrations in the form of throwing random cooldowns.
So leader walks into topside river here, thinking they can go for a Herald. Xerxes and limiter here. W lands. What he does here quite nicely is he lands the stun, but he Qs the turret because the stack goes onto there, and then Qs back over to limit. Then Qs the turret again when he's out of the Jhin ult because he can get the reset. And he thought he had the damage to finish off limit. 113 saves the day here. Jong-hoon gets hit by the root into the stun. Nothing he can really do. He pops the heal, which gives 113 enough confidence to go for this play. Stun connects the tower with the W. Oh my god, the observers are on point today. Little snowman tower.
Look at him. You
died a hero, Mr. Snowman Tower.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Shit.
Wow, okay.
Woo, getting steamy.
It's hot in here, is it just
all
you?
right. Just, all right, 113. Feeling good about that one.
Celebratory dance off into the night. 2-1-2 now. We'll see if he can get to... I was going to say 113, but he's already got 2 kills, so that was a terrible joke.
I made the same joke.
You made the same
joke? I can't judge you.
Oh, the arrow!
Huge arrow going to come on stage.
Oh, there they are.
High five the Bears! Oh!
They're not even here to high five him back! They're just high-fiving Bears after a 20-minute game!
If it's good sportsmanship or disrespect! Is it good sportsmanship or is it disrespect? The fans weren't ready, guys. The fans weren't ready. It's not their fault. They did not know you were coming out. I didn't know you were coming out. Shout out to that guy who just jumped up there.
Hell yeah. And they will take their bow. Exceptional performance from Astralis. Exceptional performance from the mid-jungle leader and 113. And they leave. Just like that. Another day in the office.
Yeah, player of the game on Twitter. 113 leader, Jong-hoon. Your choice.
Leader was definitely flashy, but 113 set up a lot of the ganks and set up a lot of the plays.
Wow.
Well, that was quick.
Dang.
Well, it's really tough for XL now, but Astralis now have 5 wins, which puts them tied with SK and G2, I believe, towards the top of the standings.
Yeah, fighting back.
With G2 and BDS, sorry. We'll see who loses after they're playing the cannon. This is not the 13.5 cannon, but it is a cannon, so we'll see what he can
Level 1, Hillisang, hook in, dash through a level 2,
Damn, that prediction. I feel like that can't have been a reaction. It was so quick. I feel like he was there before them. 2
sums for 1. He exists on a different spectrum of time. That's why sometimes the plays look questionable.
No. Nah, dude, Hilly on Pike. What a treat. Here comes Elioya.
Yeah.
Oh, it's dive o'clock. Check your watches. No heal. What does your watch say, Dracos?
Watch says it's about time for a dive. No heal, no
baby,
flash. They got to cleanse. But what are you going to cleanse? Oh, Marcoon's here in the area. Those could be a bit risky. They're going to try to finish off Dosh now, going for the pullback. Hillisang now going to go through. Marcoon could be in trouble.
So clean.
Good damage. We're now going to set his sights on the Scion. Has the ulti. Could go for exit kick, but doesn't want to overcommit here. No, he does.
Hilly wants more, doesn't he? Oh, he ults for the gap close. Oh,
okay.
Hits the creep, though. Really wanted that Scion. Chasey pushed out mid. All the meanwhile, Dragon's up. That should be an easy objective for Mad. 3v4. Very close. If Hilly was in range for that death from below onto exit kick, he could have got a reset and found a lot more kills there.
A lot more money as well, but for now, Mad Lion's going to be happy with Chemtech Drake, Chemtech Soul. Pretty clearly the weakest Soul overall, but when you're this far ahead, you're not going to be too concerned. Happy to take the free Drake on the back of the play. And this is tough now, because you got Lissandra just about at 2 items scenarios where they get a tiebreaker at a minimum. To make it into top 8 is 90.6%. So just about guaranteeing themselves a tiebreaker. We'll see what else they can do in their games to come. And ultimately, big stakes here. On the opposite side for SK, they would lock themselves as well as Koi in the top 8. 2 teams could have been locked in this game. You talked about it. Koi probably watching this one would have been happy to be locked in, but right now it seems less and less likely as Mad Lions in the final moments of our regular season seem to have found their footing. Hillisang stepping up. Carzzy ready to throw out some damage. You can see Irrelevant, not a tank anymore. Just getting shredded. That's 2 autos.
Siege is coming in. Mad are going 5-man on this top side again. No split push available. SK should be able to hold for a little bit. Mad might have to step up here and get really confident.
But going in, they're just going to burn through Marcoon. But now Irrelevant going in, look for the setup. Search is the ult going to be enough. Trying to burn through the cannon before the cannon can respond in kind. Cannon all now coming out, but they just don't have the damage. Zeri going over the wall, but the stun already coming through. Clean kick.
So it is looking much more likely than it did when you only had 2, Hillisang. So congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, we're going to head over to a quick break, but when we come back, we've got BDS versus Koi. Don't go anywhere. Oh.
Wild Ghost should not be enough here. Niski going to come over the wall with the claws. Hidden in the wall. They can't see it coming, but they don't have the tools to respond, even if they did. That's the snare now going in. Elioya with the follow-up on the kick. Doss, clean sidestep, but it will not stop the reset. Hillisang finding an extra money.
Okay. They are running people, but we kill him first. Just one shot. He has no Zonia.
We can also trap them with rotation.
Wait. Okay.
Look, they are coming here. Trap Hilly.
I don't know. I just want to go there.
Okay. Look, Sam.
Sam.
You guys can kill him as well.
Yeah, we can. He's dead. Good job. Okay.
Oh, I'm deep.
Peel back.
I'm deep. It's bad.
Why is that? Okay. Look, Zeri.
There you go.
Sound.
Now with 3 members of BDS. Ash Arrow's available, he's in the base. He's going to be fine. I mean, that was so predictable here. One target doesn't land on to Nuke underneath the tower. Punch him in the face, Malrang, and shoot him in the back, Lawson, to pick up the 2nd kill.
And that is the other silver lining. When you get that level 6, you still have the ultimate available.
Lawson Valkyrie's away.
It's becoming a bit of a special for Larson to dodge these Malphite ultimates. Did it against XL yesterday as well to find that last team fight to get them back in that game. This time around, picks up a kill on the arrow. Sugenda now, with some free time on that top lane, can get that turret plating down for himself. And this is what you need to look for with Yash, because there's no longer any advantage to present to yourself down the bot side. You have to...
Larson, however, cannot find the damage. Defensive flash of the wall from Crown is a 1-for-1. The sliding glide, Emperor's Divine is stopped. The BDS should clean up this fight. There's no follow-up. Here comes Malrang with a denting blows and the re-engage. He's taken out an ace for BDS.
And it's the patience, Trevor, here. The fact that you hold your ultimate so long, waiting for Larson to dive in. Adam, he was so meticulous and patient with that one. And all the ultimates just come layering across afterwards. Nuke with the slide and divide, as you said there. Strictly beautiful.
And Crowny was able to flash away from the threats. He had the 2nd item picked up, already had the DPS advantage. More importantly, BDS played that great. Adam will escape with his life. They're going to look like
time, but unfortunately, not just fighting BDS, you're also fighting, well, the inflation on your team. The gold is just not the same.
No, it really isn't. That Goldie out of 4,000, and just before this next dragon secured, for any newer viewers, as Trimby looks like he's going to get run down. smacked in the face. Unstoppable Force comes out. Nuke will use those conquering and shifting sands. Once again, sanding the soldiers forward. It's just so easy. For BDS, any new viewers that have not watched, they placed 9th in Spring 22. They placed 10th in Summer 22. They placed 7th in the winter of this year. And right now, they're on the cusp of winning against Koi, a defending champion from last year. And they're on the cusp of making the top 4 in the regular season. The tower has been interrupted. Teleport's not coming in. Inhibitor spawned in the middle lane. Nuke's going so low. Shigenda slices, dices, gets the stun. The game's not over. And Koi on the Baron pit. That silver lining's looking bright. Dag, dag, Gulborg.
You just called me Duck. I don't even care. Koi binding the team fight. You can argue BDS was a bit sloppy with it as well. They looked for a win condition by TPing down towards the bottom side, but Nuke did not have the reliable damage to actually take care of all the structures. Now with this, they pick up the Baron. Can they get the Drake as well in time? Because Crowny's already on it. No one's around to stop him, so it should still be sold for BDS, but the game continues.
What was that call? They could have. Shield goes forward, he's hold on to the prison. Dredge line catches onto Malrang. Crowny drops the off. That's advantage to BDS. Trimby saw him touch, he saw his Larson. That's the second kill to Nuke. They managed to catch him. Larson's pulled backwards. His GAS prompt and Shigenda and Trimby are running for their lives. Under the Nexus, under the steps of their fountain, Koi are finally aced, destroyed in their base, and Team BDS guarantee top 4.
Enjoy the roars. They finally get the game done. Was it as clean as they wanted? Most likely not. But either way, it's BDS with a clean early game. Little messy. Turn on Yankers immediately. They're holding their hands.
That's the engage forward. Massive smack onto Ebby. The flail comes out. The counter strike in the first play. 4 Team Heretics, but Bo with a crushing blow. The permafrost holding Bo in place. Ebby escapes with his life. The flash was used. Bo's looking for more, but he can't find it. Heretics get the kill.
Everyone from Team Heretics getting out scot-free. And now it's even a play that Vitality knew was happening. They had the vision on Yankers. They still went for it. And Ebby and Yankers, they just come out on top here.
Bro, that Counter-Strike value seemed immense. Both of them jumping forward and Bo just unable to find the final hits.
Hell yeah, dude. They just come forward with it. Ebby dodging out auto attacks. Bo dashing backwards to try and, well, at least not get stunned up by Ebby with that Counter-Strike. But in the moment that he dashes backwards, well, Ebby just walks forward and still needs Divine Sunderer before he really starts being a factor that can actually fall with them here. So we're going to still wait a bit to see Vitality get too aggressive, as I say that.
Yeah, I mean, Perk's just going for the aggressive trade there. Got the abilities, had managed to hijack away the Mimic, and for now, both of these mid laners just looking and poking and prodding, but nothing serious to come from it. Do you get nervous when you look at the state of the game right now? Vitality, when you look at their games over the last few weeks, they won the first 4, they lost the last 2, so streaky team, they're on a 3-game loss streak. And if I were to look into this, I'd be like, you know what? They could lose this today. They're still the heavy favorites.
They are.
But they do need to pick up that win.
I think you look at the first game versus G2, you go like, okay, it was a G2. You look at it against Astralis, you're like, okay, maybe that's a bit questionable.
Bo the double. Oh no! It's Bo! Mercer's going to use that trade line of safety, and he's finally taken out at least one back for Team Heretics, but a great engage. They stop the Herald and they get the kills.
Yeah, and that's the Divine Sunderer we're talking about. As soon as you finish it on Wukong, you're just a different beast. 3 versus 4. Team Heretics was even looking for the play. They wanted them to engage, and yet they still lost the play. Perks on the tower now.
He's got the turret aggro as well. Ruby's going to continue the chase forward. Perks to 300 or 400 HP. He's managed to hijack away the Mimic. Ruby gets a solo kill onto Perks.
Great from Ruby there, finding the timing on the tower to actually make Perks take tower damage while being rooted up. And the dash is not enough to get out of the range.
That's actually huge. I mean, Ruby's LeBlanc at 2-0. Ebby got the first kill, and while Jack Spectra did just get beaten and bullied into upset Zeri, for at least 10 or 12 minutes, he's had a fairly even laning phase. So Jack Spectra may have some time to play with if Ebby, Jankos, and Ruby can create space. Jankos and Mercer making their way down.
Hold up.
Recall's being channeled. This super mega death rocket is fired out. Jankos is holding onto the prison. It fires out. Cleanse from upset instantaneously. But that's not available for the Ultra Shock Laser picks it up, and Vitality seems to have won the fight. Dragon is still being tagged and focused. It resets, loses patience. Perks is killed by Ebby, who's now on a killing spree, and the Dragon's secured by Vitality. The third of the game. Upset hops over the wall. Ebby follows. about gets the ulti out. The fight goes to Heretics, the dragon goes Vitality.
Yeah, how much are they feeling themselves here? Because the Baron is up, but no, they are not at all. They're going to go for the resets instead. Midwave not in their favor either. Bo still alive with Jankers dead, not a potential. But once again, these Drakes for Team Heretics, that's just not what you're looking for. In the beginning, it's looking great because you can see Ebby is on the flank right now, but he's spending time hitting a ping board instead of getting ready with the counter-strike initially. Still splits up the fight, so Kaiser can't be out of it. He's forced to flash. Jankers gets hit by the laser, and this is where Ebby gets...
It's not over yet. Jack Spectre fires out the zap. Upset's waiting for the cooldowns. Hops over the wall thanks to that spark. And now he's looking for Mercer, trying to get in range for that right click. Bursting his fire all the way forward. And Vitality turn it around.
Yeah, that's just nostalgia right there. It's flashback to his Fnatic days when Hylissang and Upset used to do this with the Sari and Lulu. This time around, though, on Vitality with the German bot lane of Kaiser and Upset, of course, their brilliant Sari moment coming out there. I think we can call it a certified one. But Perks setting it up afterwards.
I mean, really well played.
Actually.
Holding on to the back. I didn't see what he hijacked, in fact. But
Nautilus ultimate.
Fantastic. That was where the knockup came from. Well spotted, GB, and I think if we do get that replay on your screen...
Team Heretics can get in there. Stopping this power spike coming through from Vitality is crucial. And yeah, you can already see it. Actually going to turn their head up towards the top side, but surely they can't start off the Baron.
Well, this game is way, way closer than I was anticipating. Vitality already in the group stage. Team Heretics, they want to pick up win to increase their chances for that tiebreaker. And at 25, we're about dead even on gold. So obviously significant dragon advantage here for Vitality. And I will just say, Upset and Kaiser are the guys I have to keep my eyes on. Because as these fights are drawn out longer, they're the two that have had the largest impact. I mean, you could call Kaiser Bill Timothy, if you would. See whether or not you can get himself to Peter Smith in a moment or two. This Team Heretics will take their third. Vitality have to work real freaking hard against Team Heretics, who are tied for last at 2 and 5. So when you do look forward to those BO3s and the group stage, Vitality will be there, but this doesn't build a lot of confidence. They will be able to blow up Ruby. Golden Hornets are happy with that one as another kill comes in here for Jankos. It's a minute 20 for both of those big objectives. Team Heretics are starting to lose a bit of focus. They didn't have the greatest vision. They're being collapsed on. That's multiple frags in a row where they have just been out of position.
Yeah, but crucially, Photon still has that unstoppable force available. Hijack almost available for Perks as well. I don't know if it's on cooldown on Nautilus specifically, but they can for sure look for more here.
30 seconds for Jankos, 30 seconds for Ruby. Inhibitor secured. How emboldened are they feeling? Jack Spectra's trying to clear out the wave. The Mega Death Rocket was good, but now he's under the tower. No flash, no ghost. Upset's going to jump forward, crash down with some lightning. Run, Jack Spectra, run! That ghost will time out very, very soon. Will he get a teleport? Oh, Perks has already TP'd in.
He's done.
Perks wants to send a message here. Blastcone is popped.
Oh.
The arcane power buff not going to be enough. Jack Spectra's just taking us on a... Cue the Benny Hill music. And Bo picks up the kill with 20 seconds to Baron, 20 to Elder. In actual fact, with the death timer at 50 seconds and those, I think it was the wrong call to bring them on that long of a goose chase.
Yeah, but the thing is as well, Jack Spectra, at least he stopped the end from happening, but the problem is you're probably going to be facing the inevitable anyway now. Baron being started up in just a bit. You're looking at Jankers. Can he get in here just to steal this objective away? Our Team Heretics looking at a potential Elder Drake right now.
Minions. Supers in the middle lane. This has to be it. That's a TP into the base. Evie, I don't think you win this race, but he's going to try.
Yeah, I mean, there's already Baron up minions here, so there's someone to stop him. He's going to get the turret and back off immediately. Baron's still active. Jack Spectra on the turret. We've seen him in this position before.
And he does get taken out. Airbnb and Mercer, the last two players standing in front of the entirety of Vitality. They take down the Nexus turret number 1, turn their attention to the second as Photon is chasing down Ebby. The Nexus will be focused, and Vitality will once again look to pick up that win. Vitality will lock in SK and Koi and put themselves one step closer to a higher seed for groups. It is not a confidence-inspiring win if you are a Golden Hornet or a fan of Vitality.
No, most certainly not. Really dropped the ball here for Team Heretics as well. One of the better games we've actually seen from them. Unfortunately, one mistake when it came to set up the vision after they had the Baron, and they just get picked apart. Looked like a lead, they threw it away immediately, and I will say I got you Back to the Future reference. So
thank you for that one. I'm trying to drop a few of them in there. Have some fun with it today. Heretics, on the other hand, not having a lot of fun. Now they find themselves 2 wins, 6 losses.
Becomes Yumi. Reckless running the axe. Oh, it's a disaster for Fnatic. G2 just too damn clean.
That 2v1, I guess.
That's definitely not the video we should be playing. We'll get to the music and pick some bands for Fnatic versus G2 in just a moment.
And into draft we go. At least that's why all the other players or casters say whenever we go into this one as well. And it's going to be really curious to see where they're going to find their priorities. Recently, there was talks about some of the comfort picks that Fnatic was allowed to have once again.
Move to those respective lanes. I think I want to keep my eyes on Caps as well. Has been a very active mid laner. He has his whole career, but definitely has found significant impact in playing to those side lanes for G2 Esports. Reminder, top 4 if G2 win, top 8 if Fnatic win. This is our match of the week. I missed that.
Oh, they kissed, and I'm a Dane, but I'm no Deficio, so you're gonna have to let that one linger and wait for it.
Do you remember at least the line from Madrid, 2015?
Is it the one?
So
right?
this one, it was "Kiss Me, Gulborg." That was what Deficio said to set the tone. We're about to hit the riff for G2 vs Fnatic.
He just slapped my ass.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift, as we've got a defensive start. Level 5 there, we'll step forward into Caps, who's got the hijack available. 1700 inside the pit. Caps stepping forward, waiting to see where the hijack goes. Razork jumps forward, the quickness has been stolen. Dragon down to 600, secured by G2, but Caps is the target. He's quickness, sidestepping, running, and poked down by Bo. Kill secured for Fnatic. Dragon secured by G2.
Yeah, you can see Caps wanted to look for it there. He had the bail off on Renata, so he could try and die in game, and then afterwards just get a reset to kindly come back alive with it. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Drake goes over to G2, but they're forfeiting first blood for it.
Of course, this is how this one started out. You can see Yike kind of committing to the objective, while Caps is buying as much time as possible.
Yeah, so Caps opts in for the Rakan ultimate, kind of needs to pop it and see if he can get Razork. I think he's not expecting him to stick around in the bush. Had he known that, he probably would have looked for it with the flash itself. But there, the bonk from Razork comes out. Handsummer is up towards the top side, so G2 trying to get control of the Rift Herald.
Alright, Caps is going to hijack the quickness once more. Rift Herald's been started. Handsummer jumping in, and Oscar's going to turn this one around! He's already used the flash. Handsummer escapes with his life. Remember, Hans started that one. Herald was secured, though, by Yike. He's got the eye in his hand. Counter-strike has been used. Cyclone to boost. Oscar gets the kill onto Yike. Hops over the wall, and Mickey will do naught with the bailout. Just as we talk about Oscar, he helps set up the kills, and Fnatic may want to look for the tower as well.
Yeah, have you ever heard about a caster blessing? Oscar forcing Broken Blade out of the lane, then getting Caps down, or Handsummer so down that he can barely fight, then setting it up on Yike afterwards, Reckless.
Spell Shield was used there, and on Only Hunt as well. Caps held the trigger, didn't engage.
Oh, was looking for it. He thought about it. Reckless not face checking the bush. Dropping the ward instead here, and wow, what a sequence of events from Fnatic. Oscar just 2 levels above Handsummer.
With that Cyclone, they get themselves 1 back. It's a support for AD, but Mickey will be the next target. Caps was completely contained by Oscar. The Dragon goes to G2.
Oh, hold
and
on.
Oscar may not be done just yet. Grandmaster Mike comes out. Counter-strike, the empowerment. He does it! Oscar gets the kill!
Oscar just killed Paps! And he gets the turret afterwards as well. What is happening in this game? It's suddenly shaping up to be an actual match of the week.
The thing is, with 3 dragons under G2's belt, the Soul is literally 4 minutes away. Fnatic cannot mess that up. But they are marginally ahead on gold. They've got a 3-kill Jax, 2-kill Wukong comes back. Broken Blade decides to go all out. The Sun Disc is dropped. That's 1 already. Humanoid's buying some time. Caps hijacks. The Emperor's divided underneath the tower with the backup. It's a 2-for-1. And they get the teleport teleport as well. That is a win for Fnatic.
And that play was just never going to work out for G2. Fnatic already had the members moving down up towards the top side into the mid lane, and they were going to have the first move no matter what. So Fnatic, once again, they're just actually making good plays, and they're out back from G2 here. G2 reactionary, desperate, and you're feeling it against Fnatic now. 3-10 the kill score.
I ask every Redditor who complained and bitched and moaned about this being match of the week to eat your words. Fnatic have stepped up to the plate, and they are punishing the decisions from G2. They are in an advantage, but I do not want to discount the fact that their Dragon plays and their Riftail plays have left a bit to be desired, and we're about a minute away from that soul point.
Yeah, look at the minimap, because you know what's going to happen here. You can already see Razork moving, Reckless moving down as well. No matter what, they're going to be first.
Baron?
Yep, Baron has been started up. I wasn't sure if they were just going to try and bait out Broken Blaze for the TP instead, but Yike's still around the vicinity. He needs to get access to the pit, but Advian's keeping him out, and I don't think there's any way they're actually getting this. Fnatic, they've just picked up the Baron.
They've got the kill onto Mickey. They defended the inner turret top, and they have stolen away the Baron. Fnatic are in command and control at the 23-minute mark.
And it all comes of this. They're fighting Ding. G2 on a push up towards the top side. They're trying to get the tier 2, but Advian just instantly flashing there, splitting them apart. Mickey left behind, no mobility in his kit, and that's all it needed. Broken Blade stuck on the bottom side. He did have that teleport, but with Oscar TPing in the mid lane to get control there, Caps was forced out of the play as well.
Oh, and that means that Fnatic now, with that 4,000 gold lead, and the fact that Oscar's Jax is still 5-0, he's working towards his third Empowered Cannon, is now sieging away. Almost took that tower down, and Fnatic start to back out. Keep in mind, if Fnatic go all the way forward, the tools from Broken Blade's Cassante as well as the hostile takeover can be huge. The hostile takeover is buying so much time, but I don't think G2's done enough. Oscar has already got himself the kill to Yannick, and now G2 are routed. They're wrecked. They're running for their lives, and Fnatic find 3 kills.
Can you believe it? Fnatic is actually doing it. Oscar still going strong here. Anyone here to defend him? Yes, he's got the Sonya's. Broken Blade in the fray of Fnatic, and he's going down as well.
He does it again! Oscar and it gets himself another kill. 8-0-1 against the defending Winter Split champions. The death timers are 40 seconds, 16-10. They've got Baron empowered minions, and they're taking multiple inhibs.
Yeah, I wonder how much are you actually going to look for here. The top inhibitor for sure going down. Humanoid still going strong in the mid lane. Turret down as well, looking for the inhibitor. Afterwards, I think they are just going for a reset. But Fnatic, what the absolute... I'm not going to say it yes.
You would have been justified to drop that F-bomb. 9,000 gold in the lead. 500th game in the LEC for Reckless. The match that qualifies Fnatic to groups, and they have punished Yike at every opportunity. And crucially for me, they played
Look at the engage. Look at the spell shield as well here. So spell shields come down, he tries to smite it, and in that actually does not get it. So the smite is not the one that procs the spell shield. He still gets out of it scot-free. Reckless, there is a moment where he's trying to kill his teammates.
Advian's dead. Reckless is taking the next Nexus turret. All of a sudden, cease and desist comes up from Yike. He needs time. He needs to find the kills. And G2 live to fight a few minutes longer.
Fnatic could have for sure ended that. They're just indecisive. They just needed to hit. Reckless being stuck in the inhibitor turret. It was needed. TPs are coming through. This could be it.
Double teleport from Fnatic. They want to make it to groups. Emperor's Divide comes out, but I don't think they've done it. Oscar and it goes forward. Counter strikes by time. Getting for the empower. It doesn't work. It does not work.
Oh, that's going to be sold now for Fnatic. Oh no, Fnatic G2. They can be able to move over to the Dragon. Every single structure except the Nexus of G2 has now fallen. And I'm not even sure how to describe this play. They see the opening, they see the potential for it, but I think it's a quick hijack from Cavs to steal away the Emperor's Divide, putting them away from the Nexus. Lives and die by Oscar afterwards, and sadly he's not able to make it.
G2 Esports get the soul out of this one, and this is way too early to tell. And frankly, it is not a 100% fair comparison because Fnatic this year have mostly sucked. But that moment just reminded me of match of the century. That moment reminded me, was it 2019 for G2? Going all the way to a near exact same situation on the back door. No teleporter up. G2 have got soul. G2 are likely to get the Baron, and G2 might just be back in this game.
Well, we don't know. There's still Old Summoners and Razork. They get the vision here now with the Redemption Ward still active as well. Minions in the base. Razork, can you come over and steal this one?
Does he do it? He does! Razork steals the Baron for Fnatic. Caps is trying to fend off the supers, but G2 may have just won this fight. Razork is running for his life as Reckless is taken down once more. 50-second death timer. Razork's down as well. 5 versus 3, but there are so many supers to deal with. How does he do that?
Yeah, he just does it. Razok, he's been waiting it up. He's been storing energy throughout the entire year, and he's all unleashing it now instead. But minions are still pushing through. We still have 30 seconds on Reckless, 30 seconds on Razok. Baron alive on 3 members, and G2 still under much pressure with no structures going for them.
In my opinion, that is kind of inhibitors are respawning at the top of the middle lane. They cannot get to the Nexus yet. Baron empowered minions for another minute. And they're stepping forward. They need a few more hits. Reckless goes in. The damage is being landed. The knockup too. Bailout won't matter. Fnatic need a few more on top.
It's not that yet. It's not that yet.
About do it at the end of the fight. Fnatic take down G2. Fnatic advance to groups. Are you not entertained? What a game! I wish they were here in the studio so badly.
You and I both. You and me both. You and me both. I am baffled. What a performance from Fnatic. What a way to close out the game. And G2, cold faces on their end as well. They did not expect this outcome. Remember, they're not even fighting for first now. BDS, they just took that position for sure.
What were they thinking with that double TP call?
I mean, I'll tell you what they're thinking. They were hoping, hey, we can end, but they couldn't.
I was clinching so hard once they dropped. G2 got Soul, G2 almost got Baron, and then Razok steals the Baron. I mean,
what a performance from all of them. They got their confidence. Remember, going back to draft, they get the Sivir, they get this year, they get the Vi. Like, G2 gave them everything they wanted. They drafted scaling against it as well, and Fnatic.
I know it's a meme. I really do. But these two teams do tend to show up and put on a hell of a show, regardless of who's good or who's shit at the time. Fnatic take down G2. They advance to the group stage. 7 of our 8 teams are locked. Your player of the game nominees at LEC on Twitter. Oscar and Razok or Reckless. It is an impossible task to choose. However, for me, it's Oscar. What a great game that Jax was locked in for him. He had a fantastic performance.
What a great game for all of them. Can you just put a Fnatic logo there and then just put that vote in there? But I mean, for sure, Oscar. What a revitalization of a player. Like, completely different image from week 1 going into now.
And I think all credits to Fnatic, how they played that game out. I think both teams have some learning moments to take away. I think specifically, I mentioned it several times, the Dragons, the Heralds. I think Yike being punished just a little
in the
bit.
studio and around the world. Is there anything you'd like to say to them?
I'm very grateful for all the support. I've seen you guys on the stream all day and yesterday as well. So I'm really thankful that you still come up, show up and give us that support. I hope that we can be back in the studio soon with everyone feeling well, maybe for the best of 3 stage. And then let's see where we can go with this. I feel like we can actually go kind of far. So I'm really excited.
We're excited to see how far you go. I've got one more request. You're going to be playing against your ex-KC teammate, 113, tomorrow as you face Astralis.
Yeah.
Have you got any words for him?
I heard he was talking about us earlier, how he would invade and be